You wanted to know what you can do to help make traveling in the car easier with a toddler. And this advice comes from one mom to another. We've been on lots of road trips with our kids, and I found 4 things that help make a road trip with toddlers a little more fun for everyone. Number 1, make sure that this is not the type of road trip where you plan on getting to your destination as fast as possible with as little stops as possible. You can't do that with a toddler. And it's really not good for adults either. We need to get up and move around and kind of get our wiggles out and keep our blood flowing. And so it's a good opportunity for everyone if you plan regular stops along your route, ideally at a park or other places where you can get out and let your child play for a little while and get out some wiggles, maybe right before nap time so that you'll get them worn out and they can get back in the car seat and fall asleep when you start traveling again. This will make everything a little more bearable for everyone. My second tip is distraction. This is so important, and I can't underscore it enough. You have to find something that's going to keep your children entertained while you're in the car. And I would usually go to the store and find some new novelty items or toys that the kids could play with so that it was new and exciting and would usually keep their attention a little bit longer than one of their older toys. But oldies and goodies are good too. So have those on hand to pull out after they get sick of the new ones. And sometimes having a new blanket or a new stuffed animal for a really long road trip is also comforting and will help them when they get bored with whatever else that they have on their lap. Educational videos and games can also be really helpful, and sometimes you just have to sit in the back seat with your kids and entertain them for a little while or be close so that they don't cry and are happier while you're driving. My third tip is about snacks. You can't underestimate the power of snacks. Make sure you have lots of healthy snacks on hand and plan your stops around mealtime. That's a good natural time to get out and maybe have a picnic, and then have some healthy snacks on hand in between your next planned stop. Just make sure that for snacks and for toys that they're not choking hazards. You don't have little pieces that the child might choke on. The fourth tip is timing. This can be key too. For example, if you plan your driving time when a child is likely to be asleep, so in the early morning hours or the late hours of the night, then everyone's trip may be a little more peaceful, but just ensure, of course, that the driver is well rested so that they don't fall asleep at the wheel. And always remember to wear your seatbelt and keep your kids properly restrained in their car seats at all times while you're driving. If you have more questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Intermountain Moms Facebook and Instagram pages, and recommend us to your friends and family too.